Hey, what's up guys? This is Lucky from NetcodeGuides.com, and today we're going to be doing a demo review for Kevin. So Kevin, what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to show you 3 things I think you did wrong on T side, as well as 3 things I think you did wrong on CT side, and show you how you can improve on them. So I'm going to start off straight with the pistol. Pretty much what I saw what you did here was that you kind of ignored the guy lower B. Watch this, I'm going to show you. He shot at you, and then you kind of just ignored him and let your teammates behind you die. You just ran into the B site. So pretty much what happened there is this guy's still fighting people lower B, bombs down, and what you should be doing is falling back into the tunnel, helping this guy Swick out with these 2 CTs pushing him lower. You guys have control of the site. Bombs down tunnel, so there's no reason why you shouldn't be going back in there and helping out your team. And then next was this burst fire right here I saw as well. Burst fire, I'm not a big fan. Nobody really uses burst fire. It's pretty bad. And what happened here was that you switched from burst fire. He ran into the site by himself, and you probably could have just. I mean, I'm not going to say anything because you got both these kills, but I'd recommend not using burst. It's overall better. Conserves your bullets. It only takes 1 bullet to kill the CTs. Burst fire, there's no reason to use 3, but that's just me in my opinion. So, but I didn't even want to stress on that issue. My first issue was the one in tunnels where he shot at you. You should have focused your attention more on the guy lower B as opposed to just running in the B site. So that's one of the things I saw you did wrong here. So just play for the team a little bit more as opposed for the frag and the rush. Planting the bomb does the job just as well as killing CTs. So yeah, just that. Okay, so the very next thing I saw was spray control. So you kind of had the drop on this guy B, but your spray kind of messed up. Your spray's, like I just saw, it's going up instead of hitting right on the CT. So focus on your spray control a little better. Right there, I probably would have, bursted as opposed to just not really bursted, but sprayed as opposed to bursting. So hit the DM, hit the A map. Focus on that spray control. I know we have videos here on NetcodeGuides as well on how to better your aim and how to use certain guns. I've done the AK guide myself. So that's one of the things I see that you should improve on. It happened a couple times throughout the demo as well, where your gun control got the better. You would have for sure had the kill if you were just a little bit more on target. So like I said, hit the DM, hit the A map, and you'll definitely see some improvement. Okay, so the very next thing that I saw and the final thing I saw on T side was just crosshair positioning. So your crosshair positioning wasn't bad throughout the demo. It's actually pretty good for somebody, I'm not sure what rank you were, but it's actually not that bad. It's just right here, and I see that you do this a couple of times where, I don't know how I keep pausing that out, but your reactions are a little bit slow because of where your crosshair position is. So you start positioning your crosshair right here as opposed to the other areas, then you kind of you leave it there for like half a second, and that half a second means a lot because like it just forced you to pretty much aim somewhere you weren't really looking. If you just position your crosshair closer to connector or closer to the A site, because no CT would really play in the middle of the ramp like that. So if they do, that's pretty bad positioning on their part. But you kind of just want to jiggle peek the corner as opposed to just wide peeking like that, and just pre-aim certain corners and then see where the CTs are, check where they're playing, check where they're not playing, because if you just wide peek like that again, there could be an AWP barrel and he can just shoot you down. So just work on your jiggle peeking, work on where your crosshair positioning is when you're peeking certain angles, and the way you can do that is just by going in certain maps, like let's say Dust 2, go over in a server by yourself, peek corners, position your crosshair where they think they'd be, just jiggle peek the corners. I think I did a video on that as well, but just do it and go in a server by yourself. Watch demos. Watching demos helps a lot. It teaches you how to play certain situations, teaches you certain spots, angles, where to position your crosshair, etc. So that's one of the very one of the very first things I recommend to new players or players who struggle with what to do in the mid game round or late game round, etc. So that's pretty much it for T side. It's just those 3 things that I think you should be focusing on. CT side, I saw a little bit of just rotations as well as certain things you should be doing better as opposed to things that you were doing. So now we're going to get right into the CT side of portion of this demo review. Alright, so now moving on to CT side. So you guys end up winning pistol, and then you scout up, which is not, it wasn't that at all. It's actually pretty good, especially for the B site. But what you did here um, was kind of bad because you gave up a lot of map pressure. So I'm just going to let it play out and then I'll explain what you should have done. Alright, so right here. After you got that first initial scout hit, you should have kind of went towards door and picked the cross. Because now at window, you're not really going to do anything aside from getting that plat kill when the guy ended up with 1 HP, so you didn't really get the kill. But also, when you're sniping from window, don't double scope, just single scope so that you can see more of the map, or else you can get killed really easily. You also, your reaction was a little bit delayed too. That guy fully walked out and you shot him about a second after he came out. So I would have gone door here and just had my scout in hand and then just picked the cross. And then from here, you would have gotten a couple of kills. Also, don't reload when you have 3 bullets still, because what this guy did to you results in your death. So you still gotta pretend that there's, like, just always think that somebody's gonna push you and just wait it out and don't reload in the open like that. But anyways, so when you have a scout, just apply pressure to the site. Don't just sit window and just wait for them. Or you could have gone back plat at B and bought a smoke because you still had $350 left being around, smoked off tunnels and went back plot and just sniped them coming into the site because that box isn't spammable. So something like that would have worked aside from just playing retake on the site, and then it cost you guys the round. So just again, work on your anti-ecos, I guess, and just assume that, not well assume, but just play better spots is what I should say, and just overall have better rotations and a better, you know, idea of what's going on around you. Okay, so this is the very last thing that I saw. You're not really buying nades on CT side, and that's really important. You had, I think, 1250 left. You had 1250 left with no nades. You could have bought a smoke, flash, nade. And that's important, having grenades. You can't really just not ever have them, so make sure you get in the habit of buying them. A smoke just completely cuts the terrorists off from any type of execute they do, or a nade will just burst them down in damage, or a flash stops their pushes, etc. So always buy nades. You just don't save your money like that. I think it's kind of pointless and it's pretty stupid. So again, buy mollies, buy smokes, buy flashes. They're very important. So that concludes the STEM review. If you have any questions, feel free to PM me on the ESA website or the NetcodeGuides website, or just send me a PM or not a PM, but post it in the video thread, and I'll easily reply. So thanks guys for watching this video. This is Lucky from NetcodeGuides.com. For more content like this from myself or other pros, please go to NetcodeGuides.com. Thanks.